Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. A short kick taken at the 18.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Yeah, good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. One advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
This defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Ryan. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I don't see that because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in the case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Ryan now to throw on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard. Etienne once more. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once more Etienne. And once again he will not go anywhere. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I'm ready.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Etienne, and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Ryan. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. This one is down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he's taken down inside the 30. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen, getting in there defensively. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from another spot in that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He was brought down by Foyesade and Lewican. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the right turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Ryan. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Steps, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.